Hey everybody, this is McCluskey from the Clean Program, and I wanted to show you a quick lunch or dinner recipe that again takes 5 minutes or less. This is called a hand-massaged kale salad. This is one of the staples that we usually use all the time. Some people haven't experimented with kale before. It's a dark leafy green. It's amazing for you. You can use it in your green smoothies, you can juice it, but it makes great salads. And what I actually like to do is, this is one of those vegetables that I actually like to rip by hand. So you don't even need to take out the knife for this one. Just rip it by hand and break it up in there. Now some people do like to take out the spine, which you can take out. It's really easy. You slide the knife down on the left and the right side and you can peel it, or you can just rip it right off if you'd like. But I happen to like the spine, so I keep it in there. And it also makes it a little bit quicker for prep. So that's up to you. But we chopped up a bit today. So I'm going to just pop some in the bowl here. And then the key ingredient into getting your fats in this salad is avocado. So really the amount that you use is up to you. Probably about 1 to 1.5 if you're doing a smaller salad. If you're going to be doing something for about 4 people, you might want to use a bit more. And you don't have to worry about cutting it or slicing it at this moment. You just want to get some in there, and then we're going to hand massage it later. I also like to spice this up a little bit and add some other ingredients, but I find that it works better if you just massage the salad first. So what I mean by massage is literally take your hands and wash them first, and then get your hands in there and just work the salad and the avocado together. One of the tendencies you might want to do when doing this is rush and just get really fast and do it because you're impatient, or you might be hungry, or you don't feel like doing this. And one of the key things about this is really taking your time. And whenever you're working with food, you really want to be present with your food. It's very easy to eat really fast, not chew, swallow bites whole, and then you have a harder time with elimination later on. But when you get present with your food and actually look at what you're doing and be involved and take time and realize that you're creating something amazing for your body and you're making healthy choices for yourself, it might take a few moments longer, but I find that it comes out better, it tastes better, and more than anything, I'm more grateful and I can appreciate the food that I'm making. So one thing you're going to notice after massaging it is the salad that was so puffy and plump before, it sort of gets really condensed. And so it might not look like you have as much later on, but just one note is that there's a lot of avocado and really good healthy fats in here, so it's a bit more dense than you might imagine. So it might look smaller, but it's still going to be fulfilling and it's still going to be satisfying. So you can do this as long as you might need to, usually about 30 seconds to a minute. Some people like to do it a bit longer. And this is kind of what the consistency is. It might look like a little odd for me having the food in my hands like that, but it really is a great way to integrate it, and you kind of get a little bit of avocado on every leaf, which is kind of fun, and it makes each bite flavorful. Okay, so after you're done hand massaging the salad, and of course washing your hands, you can add any additional ingredients you want. And it's kind of nice to just sort of sprinkle them on top and just lightly toss them together. And so I thought some fun things today might be cucumbers, which you can chop up in any way that you want. Cucumbers are fantastic. It's a high water content vegetable, and not only that, it actually cools your body temperature down if it happens to be a hot day. That's where the expression cool as a cucumber came from. We also have radishes, which are a colorful addition to your salad, really fun, and actually quite good for the skin. So I'm just going to sprinkle a little bit of these on there. And then just again a pinch of sea salt, again to taste. And then you might want to put some almonds in there if you like. These happen to be soaked in water overnight, and then they were put in a dehydrator, so they taste a lot different from the one you're going to buy in the store. It almost feels like a little bit hollow in the middle, and see how I just kind of twisted that and it popped right open? For those that have a hard time digesting nuts, they find that it's a lot easier to digest and process when they've been soaked overnight and then put in the dehydrator or left out to sun dry the night before. So we're going to put a couple of those in there as well. Now, if you happen to go light on the avocado and you still wanted to add a little bit more fats, you could do a bit of olive oil. I put about an avocado and a half in here, which is kind of a lot, so we're going to skip that today, but it is an option. And then a little bit of lemon juice works fantastic on this. This again is another thing that's optional, but it does bring a nice little bit of flavor. One of the neat things about working with lemon is you can just actually stick the fork in there and kind of turn it and twist it, and you really get everything that you need out of it without having to run it through a juicer or any kind of press. And then the last thing we have, which again is optional if you'd like, this is Nutritional Yeast. Kind of gives it a little bit of a cheesy flavor. And I'm just going to put a little sprinkle on this today, not too much. Just kind of give it a little bit of element. Works really nice with avocado. Then I kind of just like to toss it together a little bit. Get my hands in there possibly one more time. You don't have to go to town very much, but the idea is just to mix it around just a tiny bit so you can get a little bit of even distribution throughout there. And again, another quick, simple recipe. This is a great lunch replacement. I always pack this up for my lunch for the day because it's hearty enough that it lasts me throughout the day, and at the same time I know that there's a lot of high water content food in there. I have the radishes, which is good for my skin and beautifying. I have the high water content cucumbers, which is going to cool me down in the summer a bit, and got a little bit of nuts in there for protein, and of course the kale as well. So this is a simple avocado salad, 5 minutes or less. Again, my name is Philip McCluskey, and I'm from the Clean Program. Thank you so much. Have a fantastic day. So there's two ways that you can cut open an avocado. Some people cut open an avocado lengthwise, and some people cut it open sideways. I tend to prefer sideways. What I actually do is I stick the knife in, and I slide the avocado around. I twist it open, and there you go. Then to get the nut out, you know, you want to be careful when you're doing this, but you can just kind of chop it in and twist, and it takes it right out. It's quick and it's easy. And then from here, what I'll do is I'll take the spoon, I'll put it in there, I'll slide it around, and then you can pop out the avocado and slice it any way you'd like.